Hey guys, this is Dread. We are back with another video, and recently we did a poll asking for some feedback on what people wanted to see next, and Blowgun was the most popular, so we went ahead and did just that. And the little differentiator from the other video that we did is that this is primarily focused on melee and ult, unlike Toxic Vanish and Angels, as well as Spirit Kunai that we did before, which works with Mist and Spirit Kunai. So yeah, we have a single legendary blowgun melee spamming build, and this is focused on generating resolve fast, throwing ultimates, and doing it all over. That's simply that. Katana, we have parry ult, stone stance, and poison blade. Parry window just for the extra safety when we're taking time engaging in melee combat towards the end of a wave. And then we have status effect duration, status effect damage on the blowgun, shield piercing, helmet piercing, standard setup there. And then on the charm, we have ultimate Oni damage on the utility charm with health increase, resolve increase. And we like the utility charm because you can roll, the things that you want easier because you have less items, but less possible outcomes. And then kunai, melee, cooldown reduction on kill. Very, very simple setup there. And then stealth attack damage, cooldown reduction on kill on the smoke. For the techniques, we have critical hit, and then we have deadly nightshade and shadow storm. Critical hit pairs with the stealth attack damage on the smoke there. Since we're using parry window on the katana, we want to make up for some of that lost damage so that we can hit the red Oni archer one-shot breakpoint with the ult. Now, ammo is finite. That's why, I typically don't run overshadowed with this kind of setup, but it can work. It's just a little more challenging. So unlike the weightless spirit there, you have to be careful with your ammo. But it can work, especially with the 5-strike ult. You have some leeway there. So yeah, this is the setup, single legendary, and it's nice because the gameplay doesn't depend on the specific gear that you have. So you can swap out the katana and potentially, run a different katana. So you can have Wrath, you can have Stone Striker, you can have Demon Cutter. You can really have like Moss's katana even. You can be really, really creative with what katana you want to use. But the gameplay is about the same. Even if you don't want to use a katana, you can use a legendary blowgun, you can use a legendary charm, you can use Spirit Kunai or Mist or Yagata. So it's really up to you how you want to customize the legendary gear you want to use. But the spirit of the build really, again, is, having resolve, using your strikes, using the kunai paired with your blowgun to generate more resolve and then ulting again. And when done right, you can get quite a few loops before you even have to smoke or before you even have to use your vanish. So we'll go into some scenarios and we'll expand on that. So yeah, the first scenario kind of going over is on incapacitated. Now on incapacitated, if you get one kill with a kunai and then get 4 or 5 more, if you take your time with the ult, you will get your kunai back. So something that we do with spirit kunai when we're using weightless spirit, we can do with the blowgun as well. So again, you can throw kunai, get some resolve, come back out of ult, and then throw it again to get even more resolve. Over here, we didn't really do that because again, we're saving the kunai if the owner was going to do something a little aggressive. So which he didn't do, but then again, we just made combat got some resolve. Smoke's just for some ammo, no real danger here, so we're just trying to get some ammo back. And then we throw kunai after the ult, get some resolve back there. And if I can count my headshots, yeah, we got 3 headshots after throwing the kunai, and then we got another ult. I missed a lot because I don't need an assist, but if you do, it can be a little more efficient there, getting your headshots and then getting ults faster. So yeah, we're pretty much done with the first 2 spawns here, and we didn't really use vanish at all, and we wiped those quite comfortably without any issues whatsoever. So it's a really nice setup, especially on incapacitated. If you lead with an ult and kunai, you can throw kunai again to stagger the enemies. Staggering them with the kunai helps line up your headshots because they don't move for a little bit, and then you can just aim straight, aim at the head, and just shoot. which helps with getting headshots, as you see right there with your kunai to stagger the Oni Lord, and we got quite a few headshots. Now the mistake that I made there was going for some melee strikes on the other Oni Lord, but it's fine. We have smoke, no real danger here. Get some perfect dodges. Well, not really perfect, but some dodges there just to get our spacing. But yeah, we had smoke, could have smoked and avoid all that risk that we just kind of having fun there. So yeah, I mean, that's really the name of the game. And you see we have 2 enemies left. I'm avoiding using my ultimate here because, again, having resolve at the start will help a lot, because the main setup that you got needs you to have full resolve so that you can ult back to back quickly by killing. So here we just force kill. People don't know that, but you can actually do that with Stone Sense, not just Moonmaster canceling. So yeah, here in this situation right here, we're playing on Blood and Steel. Now Blood and Steel is a little different. You don't have the benefits of the cooldowns that you get from an incapacitated map. But this build, again, we focus on the enemies that will most likely one-shot or deal with more than half of our health in terms of damage. And once those guys are out of the picture, you can just take your time and engage, slowly engage the ones that are left, and build your results to be where it needs to be before the end waves. Well, the wave ends rather. So yeah, right here we just have 2 brutes left. Kunai killed the archer, and we are ready for the next one. We don't have smoke, we don't have our vanish yet, but it's perfectly fine. As we see in most cases, we won't even use it when we're doing the first spawn. As you can see right here, because of this build, like how simple it is, you're basically building resolve, throwing ults, and building more resolve. It's very easy to work with your teammate and doing the first spawn together. So as you can see right there, we come in, we wipe it clean, and I can go to the next spawn, and we can go to the next spawn for them, and everybody has what they need, right? So it's a very, very simple setup. You're not thinking about, setting up kunai kills, dropping the smoke, getting the cooldowns back, doing this, that, and the third, which works in certain setups and certain builds. But for this one, again, it's very straightforward. You ult, you kill the enemies that you need to kill, the heavy ones, and then you leave the small ones that aren't really, that are low risk, and then you can, engage them at your own leisure. It's really just that simple. And whenever you can't get enough resolve, just try to get some back, and then you can really like deal a lot of damage and kind of set yourself up when the next wave comes. Again, right here, because we're using the 5 strikes and we were both prepped, we had a bit of a tough spawn here. This is a heavy wave, which was camp, island, and then cliff. Now again, we're both running the same build here, so we're both ulting together, and we cleaned that up pretty quickly, and we both have what we need. He has his ult and vanish. He smoked. I did not smoke. I used my vanish, but that's okay. And one of the things that I like about Blood and Steel, the map is very, very small. When you're playing assassin with 5 strikes, you can literally go across the entire map with one ult, which is really, really nice. But again, yeah, we ult across the map, we get to the zone. You see me, I focus on the Oni Lords, again, because the Oni Lords are the ones that can really ruin our day when we're playing a run. So we try to make sure those guys die first, and when they're dead, everybody who's left has no chance of killing us. So we've really taken out the main threat, and now we can just use our stone stance combos, do parries and whatnot, and just take our time. So yeah, I mean, that's a tough wave, but with the setup, and if you're both playing with that strategy in mind, you can kind of just wipe the first spawn quickly and then move on. And in this one this is an example, right? This is a boss wave. You kind of want to see how it handles a boss wave, and this is how we do it. I mean, it's cliff first, then island, then camp. Because of the Tengu, I smoked first, right? And again, the poison is kind of staggering enemies and putting them out of position for headshots, which can be a little challenging when you don't have aim assist. But since it's a triple, my partner is doing island, and I have to wipe this one quickly. So we use the ammo reset right there because, again, we have to generate resolve fast and get out of this situation. And the cool thing about, most maps except Blood in the Snow and Shadows of War, though every map has ammo refill. So, you can really be more expressive with your ammo on most maps, depending on the situation, right? So, yeah, we clean that up. We get to camp, and then again, it's the two of us. We're both there, and we can both kind of like take out the annoying enemies, so the only ones in the Tengu and the bears. And once we do that, it's pretty much it. That's the wave. Everything that could potentially kill us is gone, and we can just take our time killing those and getting ourselves back. So once all that is put in place, you can do some really, really cool things in matchmaking. You can ult outside the zone, be aggressive, and clear around the 5 strikes because since you're safe in that 5 strikes, you can kind of like take on some unique situations. As you can see right here, I'm actually fighting spawn that goes to camp, solo really, and wiping it clean, and then island gets a spawn as well, and we go and actually catch that before it even gets there. So I like this build a lot. It's very, very nice, especially if you're doing matchmaking or you're playing, custom survival or nightmare with randoms. If you're not spawn trapping, you can get some really, really nice aggressive plays with this build, and just go crazy. And it's really that simple. Once again, here we're actually just about to clean it up. So yeah, it's a very, very simple and straightforward build. Does a lot of damage and is easy to learn. Have resolve, build ult, and throw the ult, and that's it. Anyway, I am done with this one. I tried to keep it short because the other ones always run a little longer. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Cheers.